Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365, as well as over at the Disney Man Check Our podcast. I will leave a link for that in the description. All right, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil is here. Now, as just a fair warning, I wasn't a huge fan of the original film. I'm not a big fan of trying to make your villains heroes, and essentially that's what they try to do there. Oh, they give her a little edge. She's a little, little evil, and it never really got to be like super convincing to me that was the way I would have gone with the character. I feel like if you really want to do a villain movie, you can do a villain movie. They recently just did Joker, and I felt that really good. It gave the villain layering, depth, and kind of a story. And I think they were just more or less trying to make her not a villain anymore, make her an anti-villain. Now, as far as like since that movie came out, I'm glad they didn't really change that over, like, with the parks, as far as Disney goes. The villain, Maleficent all of a sudden isn't just like, oh, now we're like, everything's good. So I'm glad they kept that character the way it was. And then this is just basically like a what-if spin-off kind of thing. And, as far as Mistress of Evil goes, I'm not going to spoil anything here, but that was a very weird title for this movie, because at no point really did she feel like she was evil or going full evil. I know she has a lot of problems. It has to do with the her race, the Fae, versus the humans, and of course she's her daughter, goddaughter Aurora is getting married to Prince Philip. So, and then of course there's the meet the in-laws kind of dinner, and that goes horribly well, and that pretty much springs out the rest of our conflict. And as I said, for a title, Mistress of Evil, she really doesn't do anything evil. And it's just kind of an odd thing that they're trying to like play up the brand, but it's like they're really trying to have their cake and eat it too. And I feel like they don't really do that here. It's just it's more of the same as far as the first movie goes. Now, that being said, as I wasn't a huge fan of this movie, I kind of enjoyed it. It's kind of dumb. It's kind of got not a lot going for it as far as like meaty quality goes. But it's just a good way to spend the afternoon. I didn't hate it, and I guess at the end of the day, sometimes that's all we can hope for. Everybody I felt did a good job cast-wise. It wasn't bad. I didn't feel anybody stood out. Some of the CGI characters were a little annoying. I'm like, you could probably dial that back a little bit. And of course they have like these walking tree people. Me being a Marvel fan, I'm thinking, oh, there's a bunch of Groots running around here. I know that's not what it is. I really do. But it was just, it's funny that was the first image that popped into my mind. Jolie did a good job, but it's funny because I was kind of thinking about the movie after, and it's kind of an odd thing. So she's very present in the first quarter of the movie, and then she's very present in the back half of the movie, but there's a nice chunk in the middle where she's kind of just not doing much. A lot of the story takes place away from Maleficent, and I would say that middle chunk especially definitely goes there. She walks on screen, does her little thing here and there, but the camera is very focused on what's going on over at the main castle with the humans. And I felt that odd. Like, I know there's a lot of setup, and they're really trying to hammer home like what the main problem is, the villain, antagonist. And I get that, and they did a good job doing it, but it felt like even Maleficent kind of wasn't part of her own movie for a good duration of it. It was just an odd choice. I don't know. It was something that just stuck with me. Overall, it's not a bad movie. If you were a fan of the first one, I think you're really going to dig what they did here. And I think you'll really enjoy it and have a lot of fun with it. As far as the first movie goes, as I said, if I was doing a channel at that point and I was rating movies, I probably would have given it a 6. But I enjoyed this one a little bit more, despite the kind of obvious kumbaya ending that we get here. And it was just a little weird considering what happened on screen before, and everybody seems to be okay with what happened. Okay, sure. That was a little jarring. It kind of took me out a bit. But I still enjoyed it, and I'll give this one a 7. It was fun at the theater. I enjoyed it. Despite a little bit of weird issues storytelling wise, and of course Maleficent herself kind of not being in the middle part of the movie very much, just kind of sitting there, and it's just kind of an odd thing, but it's still okay. And as I said, if you like the first movie, I think you'll really enjoy this one. So that's my review. I gave it a 7. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, quotes. And in the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.